It's a funny thing. I don't think anybody really grows up wanting to be a real estate agent, but as I look back on it, I think I always did. When we moved here as an elementary school student, I spent, my first and second grade years learning MLS books and learning how to find houses for my mom to look at. So my earliest memories here in Indianapolis were spent with my mother in the car with our realtor looking at homes. It's kind of funny to fast forward 30 years. Now, my mother and I get in the car and we look at houses together. We work as a team, and I get to bring my design world into my residential real estate world as well. This is my 13th year in real estate, so I'm an old timer by all accounts. It's interesting. Right after we made the move to Encore, one of my colleagues here in the office said, you watch, over the next few months, your price point will go up. And I don't know how it will happen, but it just happens. And I thought, okay, well, we'll see. That has come true. Our price point on the listing end and on the buy side has incrementally gone up over the course of the last year and a half. And we are in probably the greatest stride we've ever had in terms of our business, in terms of our volume and production. Not probably, we absolutely are. I immediately became curious about Encore when they showed up on the scene because of the Sotheby's name, because of the mystique and the prestige that goes along with that name. And I was very content at the time and very firmly positioned that I would not leave my prior brokerage. And so I think what intrigued me a great deal and made me reach out to Mark and JB at the time was I knew that there were incredible marketing efforts going on here, and I knew that this was going to hit a niche or an echelon of the real estate world that I thought, as the economy turns around, people are going to want this brand associated with listing, particularly high-end. And our focus as a team was to start to gravitate more towards high-end, and it just seemed like it would be a nice match. I think we have a very, very collaborative environment here. Another thing that drew us to this company and to this office was the idea that it was boutique, it was small, it would never be striving to be the biggest or the best, or there's a lot of battle to see who can be on top. And I think this company steps back from that battle and says, you know what, we are who we are, and this is the niche that we cater to, and we're just going to do it to the best of our abilities. And so I think we are surrounded with a very, very supportive group of agents who have history, who are not brand new, who don't need to be guided maybe as they would in other places, but can be a sounding board, or can sit together as a group on a Tuesday morning and mastermind ideas. And I know that they'll be there for me. It took me a while to get used to the idea that there are people ready to do the things that I was always focused on doing myself. I'm a control freak. I want to know and have my hand on every little thing, to the point where, to a detriment, to the point where things will not happen because I cannot let go a lot of times. So for me to finally be able to hand over, the creation of the brochure or the entry of photos or things like that, I still maintain a lot of control over it. But once I did hand those things over, I thought, wow, well, that just freed up a lot of time. Wow, I didn't have to stuff that envelope. Well, things like that make my life easier and don't require me to add support on my own. I came from another brokerage where they're teaching you how to add your support staff. I don't need to do that. So more money stays in my pocket, and as far as I'm concerned.